We are all trying to make sense of the nation's deadliest attack on law enforcement in nearly a decade. And for now, it seems there's no sense to be found. Good evening, I'm Chet Silber.
And I'm Sydney Moore. There's a growing memorial outside of Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Station tonight. You see flowers on top of an American flag draped over a cruiser. Today we learned the identity of the fourth officer killed. Deputy U.S. Marshal Thomas Weeks died along with members of the Marshal's Task Force, Sam Pelosi and Alden Elliott, and Charlotte-Mecklenburg Officer Joshua Iyer. All four men were fathers and husbands.
People gathered inside a Charlotte church tonight to honor the lives dedicated to protecting others. A few of them told WFMY News 2's Denise McMiller about the importance of maintaining their legacy.
This tragedy has left a scar on the city of Charlotte. A tribute sits outside here at a Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department to honor the 8 lives lost, and hearts are overflowing with grief as they try to process what happened. Little Rock AME Zion Church is wrapping its arms around the Charlotte community.
Remember the lives that were lost in our city, to pray over our city.
The prayer vigil was open to anyone needing a safe space to process the horror that shook the city. At the scene, the chaotic turn of events is evident. The home is nearly unrecognizable after a suspect unloaded nearly 100 rounds on officers as they approached. Officers fired back, killing him. Some in the neighborhood witnessed the standoff in terror.
I never see this happen in this area. I heard there are some shooting.
4 officers died and 4 others were injured. Those at Little Rock AME Zion gathered to uplift the families of the officers killed and the officers recovering.
Their loved one's life was not in vain. And so in doing that, we as a community need to come together and try to come up with solutions as to how we can get these guns off the street, how we can support and love one another.
Reverend Ladane McLeese-Pulaski knows the scars left behind from unimaginable events like this. Years ago, her father was shot in the line of duty.
Had many surgeries and still has scars and still has pain. This is decades later. And our family still has the scars of, he went back to work, and every time he walked out the door, we thought about the fact that he might not come home. It really hits me particularly to think about the families that have lost someone and the families that have had somebody injured.
She hopes her story of shared pain will translate into shared purpose. The mayor, county commissioners, and city council all took part in tonight's prayer. They say they hope that the prayers and stories shared will help soothe the aching hearts of the families and law enforcement impacted. Live in Charlotte, Denise McMiller, WFMY News 2.